Welcome, fellow land lovers. This is Luke Smith of RuralVacantLand.com. I've got another property to show you today. This one, I'm excited about this one. It's the cheapest in the area, right? That's what I love about these properties. They keep bringing the cheapest in the area, best looking ones around at good prices. So let's take a look at this. This is in Pima County, Arizona. Pima County. I brought up a map because if you're watching a series of these videos, I hope to bring you like another dozen of them around the county, because we got a bunch of Pima County going on right now. So Pima County, this is southern Arizona, Tucson. If you see the dot in here, is here's Tucson. So if we zoom in, this is Tucson, Arizona. If we zoom out, this is Phoenix. This is Arizona. We're in the U.S. So this land that we're talking about is Pima County. This is a county. As you get into the west side of the county, I mean, looks like you can go see some good looking cactuses, but I mean, there's not very many people. There's a big Indian reservation, or Native American reservation, I should say. And so once you get past that, there's just like nothing going on over there. But this side of the county has a lot more going on, a lot more people, a lot more parks, really good weather. People are attracted to this area because of the weather. It's hot, it's dry, and it doesn't have the humidity that other places in the south have, and it's got just laid back atmosphere. I don't know how better to explain it. It's Tucson. It's not like the full on city of Phoenix, and it doesn't seem to be as hot as Phoenix. It's further south, but it's a little higher elevation. Different parts of it get in even more elevations, and you got all these mountains around, and you can go explore in the areas. You get good views and good topography in the area to pick the climate you want to be in. Okay, so this property that I'm showing you today is, we'll pull up some maps. I'll show you what part of the county this is in, and then we'll look at some pictures. So here's a map. We've got interactive maps on ruralvacantland.com of all these properties. This is an interactive map from our website. And so you can zoom in. It's got roads up here. And if we look at this, there's a power line that goes, where's the power line? Okay, so here's a power line that goes through here and crosses this way. And it looks like there's a power pole here. Neighbors are tapping into it. So you come down this road and you jet off just under the power line. The road comes around. Might need some work or some grass cut and stuff. But you get in here, and it looks like it's got a bunch of octello. If you know octello, or like Dr. Seuss looking plants, right? So from there, you can go, it drives up to the property, and then it goes back. It goes back up and around. So this property has 16 acres. It's a 16-acre property. These other guys are nestled around the area, so you're gonna have some neighbors. They figured out the utilities. They figured out the water. They figured how to get in and out of here. They figured all that stuff out. Some of them are further back. Some of them are up close to the front. So there's a bunch of land here to pick and choose what you want to do with it. If we zoom out, I'll show you what part of the county we're in. Let's go to political maps. We got Santa Rita foothills just to the north. This is the 83, not very far from the 83. And then a little bit north of there is the 10. And the 10 takes you right into Tucson. So if you jump out to the 83 and north to Tucson, you got it. Now let's see if we got any street view in the area. Okay, so the 83's got street view, but the little roads going over this way don't. So here's a street view of the area, like where you turn off to get back to the property. Yeah, so here's a turn off, and here's the hills. So you can see nice green hills, good looking area. There's power lines going past this turn off. Whole bunch of mailboxes. It doesn't look like the mail lady goes back in there. But so these are the kinds of bushes in the area. You can see a couple cactuses here and there, but it's a lot of bush and cactus because it's a little higher elevation than Phoenix, right? So you get more of this kind of stuff going on. You get thicker bush in the area. These kinds of plants. See, there's a little bit of cactus on the hill, but mixture of plants and cactus. I mean, we could go drive around and see the whole area, but you could do this too. So there's a link down below to go to my website, ruralvacantland.com, and on that website you can go see this in the interactive maps. You can go look around the area. Okay, so let me figure out how to get out of there. Okay, so we're out of there. There's a buy it now button on there. I don't think it asks for the whole amount of money. I think it's a $500 link. Yeah, so it's asking for $500. You put $500 down. It basically says take it off the website. This is mine. I'm going to pay the rest of it. I'm going to be calling you, contacting you right quick here to figure out how to pay for the rest of this. Balance to be paid by cash, wire, cashier's check. You know, like you're seriously going to go buy it. Put the $500 down, and we'll figure out the paperwork from there. We could take it to a title shop too. Bought it through a title shop, so we could run it through a title shop and roll the insurance over. It's probably the best way to do it. It's through a title shop, but you could put a deposit down to hold the property. Okay, 16.66 acres, Pima County, Arizona. We've got GPS coordinates. If you click on those GPS coordinates, got GPS in here twice. But yeah, if you click on the GPS coordinates, it'll give you driving directions of the property. If you click on it in a computer, open it in Google Maps, and it'll show you where the property's at. Maybe while we're here, we could also hold down the control button, you can do 3D on the property. So you can see we're at the foothills of these mountains, and the road comes out and comes up. So you could build in the foothills, or you could build up. You know, you get a whole bunch of mountain down to the road. So anywhere in between, whatever makes you happy is what you can go after. So you got hills to the background, you got people building up higher, you got people building down lower, and you can choose where you want to be. There's power line down there. These other guys figured out water. You're going to be looking out over this valley and multiple valleys around the area. There's legal description of the property. The elevation is 4,565 feet. So like 4,500 feet, where Phoenix is at like 1,100 feet. I'm not sure what Tucson's at. I think Tucson's like 3,000 or something. I should know that, but I don't know exactly what Tucson's at. But this property is at 4,500 foot, so you get a much more temperate climate than other parts of Arizona. That's the kind of climate a lot of people are looking for. So taxes are $767 a year for this one. I mean, it is Pima County. They charge a little bit more taxes than some of the other counties I'm usually dealing in. But it's much more desirable because there's a lot more supplies around the area. You get close to an airport, and it's just the weather's awesome. I don't know how better to say it. So here's some things around the area for this property. But, I mean, you really got to go look at it to get a better feel of the property. We got some pictures. I sent a professional photographer guy out there. He got drone shots of the property. So I think here's the one I was using as the backdrop. And you can see down here, well, where'd it go? There's a power line down here. You drive under that power line. Yeah, so here's the trail, and it comes up this way. So I think the main usable part of the property would be here. Then there's a wash before it kicks up into this. But, I mean, you could even go across the wash and build up in here. Just put a culvert in there. You could probably cross the wash 99% of the time, unless the one day it rains. You know, most of the rain will happen here in late July, early August. So if you're watching this and you're out there touring in late July, early August, that might be when the rains are coming. Every year people are out in Arizona looking at my properties in late July and early August, and they get stuck in the mud somewhere, or they get stuck on the highway, and the highway will flood. You know, it's like, okay, so here's a picture. There's a power line going through here, and the road goes under the power line and back to the property. So that's gives you a shot of it from above, more recent shot, really new shot. Here's turn off. We're just looking at the street view of that, of the turn off, and the mailboxes. And here's there's a cartoon of the property lines, different layout of the property lines. It's showing the property lines and the neighbor's property lines. More pictures of the property lines, so you can go figure it out, get back in there and help figure it out. Here's a drone shot, the kind of bush and plants that are growing on the property. Yeah, so I had some drone video. I could try to get that into the website too. So here's some pictures of the hills, and here's that road going up there. So I think this driveway actually goes to the neighbor's property, but it goes pretty close, and then it shoots off into your property. I mean, this whole area over here would be, I think, the most usable part of the property, and then it goes up this hill and over this whole region over here. You could probably get another house back in here. It looks like these guys went for the view. I mean, you could be up here and get a view up over the top of the view house if you wanted. You built a long enough driveway. Some different pictures, different angles. Well, this one was from the side. There's that same road coming over and going out. Some views out over the area and the hills and different directions. You can go to the website and look at these pictures on your own. Here's a drone shot of the of the road going past the neighbor's house. And there's the building site that looks like I'm pretty sure that's on the neighbor's property, but these bushes might be on your property, and I think this here is more your property. Got some 3D renditions and where the plants are and aren't and stuff of the property and all that kind of stuff. So here's a shot of the hills. This is a actual shot from up above. You can get views out over the valley. Yeah, so I think we've gone around in a circle. So there's a bunch of pictures, a bunch of diagrams, stuff of the land. Here's another one behind me. Please feel free to go take a look at this thing. I wanted to show you some markets too. So before I sign out, let's go look at some markets, what the competition is, because that's what matters, right? If you're going to buy land in this area, you want to know like who else is selling land, how much are they charging. So I got my map search pulled up on ruralvacantland.com. This is the property here south of Vail, south of the 10 that we're talking about, but I've got land over here. I got it scattered all over this county. There's a bunch of properties in Pima County right now. I pulled up a realtor.com of the area. So this is Santa Rita Foothills. This is just to the north of the property. So I got it zoomed into the area where the property is at. And we got 16 acres, right? So this one is 16.66 acres. And we're looking at any size property in the area that we're talking about. There's 59 properties that are up for sale right now, and the cheapest one is $9,900, but it's like $7,000. I mean, it's less. That's like a fifth of an acre or something. It's a little tiny one. There's 1.6 acres for $11,500. These are foreclosures. These aren't even for sale. These are just, yeah. So the cheapest one on the market, $12,500. That one's pending. That one looks like it's going to happen. Someone's buying it. $6,900. It's a fifth of an acre. It's a little tiny one. It might even be an eighth of an acre. That's a little guy. $12,500. Next cheapest one, another little tiny property, $7,800. I mean, this is like a mobile home lot or something. $15,000. 2,000 square foot. It's going to be hard to fit an RV on and have a place to park. That's $17,900. 6,000 square foot. Little tiny one again. $18,000. Quarter or 0.4 acre. Getting a little bit bigger. $18,000. Here's a 1 acre. $18,500. 1.2 acre. $19,900. 1 acre. $22,000 pending. $24.99, 1.27 acres pending. That looks like my pictures. That's me. That's this listing right there. $24.99, $100 more than the one next to it that's pending for sale. There's 1.27 acres. Mine is 16.66 acres. So I think I got the cheapest in the market of this size, not the cheapest land in the area, but the cheapest of this size. And then arguably not all of it's usable, but it's still a big chunk of land. There's a lot of places to pick out and use and figure out which parts are usable to put your house. Let's see if we did, like, what happens if we do 10 acres and up. I should have done this before I made the video. I'm going to look like a fool when this happens. 10 acres and up, let's see. Be anything. Okay, 10 acres and up, I'm the cheapest. Here's a 10.1 for $35,000. And then the next cheapest one's $75,000 for the same size as mine. And it's right next to it. Yeah, so I think that's the neighbor. I think the neighbor lot's asking $75,000. So this is the same road. So let's take a look at this. This is the same road going out. I was saying it looks like there's a little spot cleared off on the hill for to build a house. So this is the same road. This goes out to our property. So the neighbor's asking $75,000 for the same size lot. This is the turnoff. This is where you'd go. This is what the road looks like and their pictures. These aren't my pictures. These are the neighbor's pictures. But this road goes to our property. So they've got Bunch of Dr. Seuss trees on the property. You got the mountains in the background. Some cactuses. Some different bush. Yeah, so they're driving through there. It looks like you can drive through there. The basic car, I mean, it doesn't look that rugged. I mean, yeah, there's some rocks. You just drive slow. So they drive out to the property, and this is the same land, the same area. This is like right next door. They're asking $75,000. This is by a realtor, so somebody that's done their homework, that's figured out what they think this stuff is worth. They're looking at comps. They're looking at comparables. They're looking at sales in the area, and they're coming up with $75,000 is what they're asking for the property. So I'm asking 1/3 of this for the same size property right next door. They're asking $75,000. These pictures just keep going and going. So this is great. Thanks guys for taking pictures of the property next door. So this would be your driveway. You can drive back in there. This kind of stuff on the land when it's dry gets really green when it's green. I always like these kinds of plants. They're just so, I'm from Michigan, right? And they're just so not Michigan. They're just so different. They have these really red, beautiful flowers that go off, and they get these funky spikes that come out of them. Just total Dr. Seuss looking things. And their pictures go on and on. They got lots of pictures here. So look at the listing next door. I should put it as a comparable in the website or something, so you can go look at the pictures for next door. But yeah, they're asking $75,000. 75 even. Right next door. 16.67 acres. Mine's 16.66. So basically the same size. So we've got a bunch of them in Pima. That one that's right next door to the $75,000 listing, I'm asking $24,999. $24,999 when the neighbor's asking $75,000. So take a look at my pictures, take a look at their pictures, get out there and go enjoy the property. Go buy it for 1/3 of the price of the neighbor. Or if you're the neighbor, maybe you should buy this one and market this one with yours as well. Sell both of them for $150,000. You make an extra $50,000. I mean, it's just sitting there ready to go. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is Luke Smith, Rural Vacant Land, bringing you some more easy, cheap land. And I hope this is the right one for you. Please go take a look at it. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I'd love to make this one yours. So feel free to go to the description below, hit the buy it now button, reserve the property, and run with it. I'll start doing paperwork, and we'll make it happen. Get it into your name. Talk to you later. Bye.